I want to talk about Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. Of course, we all know about the reports. Fox Sports reportedly gave Skip Bayless a $32 million contract to keep him from going back to ESPN. They put that out. So ESPN made a push to reunite Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, according to the New York Post. Fox reportedly retained Skip Bayless by giving him a 4-year, $32 million contract. Smith, who reportedly was the driving force behind the pursuit of Bayless, is also said to have made around $8 million per year. I'm going to tell you guys what all this means. Everybody knows that ESPN ratings have been tanking. Their ratings have been going down. And Fox Sports ratings have been going up, up, up. And far as ESPN is concerned, Stephen A. is the driving force of their show First Take. He's been on there many, many years. But I will say this. To me, the reason why ESPN is tanking is because they cannot get out of their woke mode. They just can't get out of the way. They cannot stop talking about political issues. Instead of talking about sports, they always want to talk about someone taking a knee, someone's protesting, whether it's Kaepernick, whether it's the guys in the NBA, whether it's the NFL taking a knee. They constantly want to keep talking about so-called injustice with black folks in this society. And ESPN, the worldwide leader of woke, when it comes to sports, have been taking a major hit. And the driving force behind it, to me, is Max Kellerman. And this is why Stephen A. reached out to ESPN to bring back Skip Bayless. Max Kellerman is a Caucasian Jew, very liberated, very strong opinionated when it comes to dealing with liberalism and all the other stuff that they talk about when it comes to racial issues. Max Kellerman seems to always want to be the guy, the white guy in the front line when you talk about racial issues. He loves to talk about black folks' problems. He likes to downplay any black who has a conservative mindset or conservative view. I'm talking about blacks. Keep in mind, he attacked Tiger Woods. When Tiger Woods made a comment about Donald Trump as his friend, we must respect the office, Max Kellerman attacked Tiger Woods relentlessly. You might want to check out that episode. And Stephen A., you can literally see how he just twitched and he had to go with the flow. So let's understand that ESPN for years, ratings have tanked because of stuff like this. Now Fox, on the other hand, their ratings have gone up. And I do believe that Skip Bayless is the calapace around it. Of course, he is on Undisputed with Shannon Sharp. And their topics are, to me, they're okay. But I do feel that Skip Bayless actually wanted to go back to ESPN to reunite with Stephen A. Smith. But Fox gave him the extra $2 million compared to ESPN wanted to give him $30 million. But I have a different take on it. I do feel that, this is just my opinion, Skip wanted to go back to ESPN because I think he is getting tired of dealing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is okay, but he is super, super woke. And he cannot stop giving gratitude to LeBron James. It's not manly to me. Skip Bayless, he has certain athletes that he do like Tom Brady or Kawhi Leonard. He likes San Antonio Spurs. He likes New England Patriots. And, of course, he loves Michael Jordan. Shannon Sharpe has this thing about LeBron James. So every time the Lakers win a game, Skip has to defend himself because he has to hear Shannon Sharpe always talking about, "Did you see that game last night, Skip? You see GOAT James? You see that old GOAT? You see that old GOAT James? Had a triple-double last night, Skip. You see, Skip, I told you. You see Anthony Davis, that's baby GOAT there. That's baby GOAT. You see, Skip, I told you. I told you what was going to happen. You see, Skip." And I think Skip Bayless is getting burnt out on that. And the only way Skip can defend himself is throwing up Michael Jordan's track record when it comes to his legacy. And also Skip likes to play the mind games when Shannon Sharpe, Chris Broussard, and Rob Parker come on and they throw their woke ideologies in sports. Skip knows how to play the psychic game when it comes to those when it comes to those commentators. He knows that Shannon, Chris Broussard, and Rob Parker are very woke. And he knows how to placate and play the mind games with their psychic when it comes to their show, when it comes to the show. And Skip has mastered it. But like I said, I think it wears him out when it comes to those three guys, especially Chris Broussard and Rob Parker, who frequently come in and they go into these Undisputed, and when they talk about that high praise about LeBron James or that high praise about woke athletes, when they have to talk about those subjects. But I do feel Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith are good together. I do believe that Stephen A. Smith is a capitalist, and I do believe he voted for Donald Trump, but he keeps it in silence. And Skip Bayless as well. These two gentlemen are real journalists. Max Kellerman he's super woke. He's one of those white guys who used to be a rapper, used to act like he knows more black issues than the average black man himself. And he wants to be the front line of talking about any black issues. Shannon Sharpe is an older guy who used to play in the National Football League, and he feels that he has a lot of clout and insides of being an athlete. So he feels that he fits the role better when it comes to Undisputed or dealing with Skip Bayless. But me personally, I think Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless are, to me, the 1-2 punch when it comes to commentary of talking about of all sports. Those two are the best. Just my personal opinion. I like watching Stephen A. Smith when he talks about sports. I like when Skip Bayless, they talk about sports. Putting those two together, especially in this time, you can literally get some serious three-dimensional thinking ideology when it comes to all sports. Shannon Sharpe, to me, He loves talking about LeBron James and woke athletes. Max Kellerman is liberated and liberal strong in his opinion and his hatred towards Donald Trump and any athlete who actually who voted for Donald Trump and has a conservative mindset. So I just wanted to talk about it. Skip Bayless get paid $32 million a year, $32 million, $8 million a year for 4 years. I'm not here to talk about his money, but sounds to me he deserves it. And it's unfortunate that Stephen A is still with ESPN. He has to sit alongside Max Kellerman and listen to his rhetoric about certain things. And Skip has to hear Shannon Sharp keep hollering out, "Go James! Go James! Don't go there, Skip!" So I do feel that Stephen A and Skip Bayless would be perfect together. But it's unfortunate they could not get the deal done. So if you are watching Undisputed or First Take, you are probably more than likely going to have to sit back and watch Skip be tortured by Shannon Sharp. And then Stephen A has to be tortured by how wokety woke Max Kellerman is. So kudos to Skip on his money. I like listening to his take. And I hope one day that Stephen A and Skip Bayless can get back together again.